Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Excuse the lighting, and excuse my hair. It's having a bad hair day, but anyways, let's get started with the video. So today, we're gonna be doing a fall TBR video. I'm very excited about it. So yeah, so let's get started. So the first book that I'm gonna be talking about is this book right here. I'm like literally standing on my bookshelf right now, so right here. So this is the first book. Is Twilight. I've been wanting to read this book for a while, and I am currently reading it. I just started this book. So yeah, but I'm also starting another book as well, because I'm actually reading this on my Kindle. So yeah, so I'm gonna be reading this on my Kindle, and then the other book is I'm not going to talk about this book because I'm pretty sure everybody knows what that book is. It's Twilight by Stephenie Meyer, and it's very like iconic, and it's very nostalgic for me because I just remember as a kid like watching the movies and like also watching it with my sister. So yeah, like I think those movies came out like in the 2010 like somewhere around that time. And then this is the other book that I'm reading, is The Perks of Being a Wallflower, by hold on, is it Stephen? Yeah, Stephen Chbosky, and I'm so excited to read this book. I also just started. I'm on page 14 right now. But yeah, I'm so excited. I've watched this movie so many times. I literally also just the other month or two ago, I literally watched this. Like I watched it and then I watched it a day after I watched it again. So yeah, like this book has been like not this book, this movie, because I've only actually I have read the book before, but it was like years and years ago, so I don't really remember much. But yeah, and also I did start, like when I was a kid, like I would start a bunch of books but never finish. So Twilight was one of those books. And yeah, I actually finished this book. It was like audiobook because at the library we could get like audiobooks at the school. So like it was like this I don't know how to explain, but like at school, like um we could get like audiobooks online for free, I guess. I don't know how to explain, but yeah, at the library at school. So yeah, and I've read those books, and I'm excited to read it again. I don't really remember much, but I'm excited about that. Okay, so the second one is just one that I just need to finish. Hopefully I finish it, but if I don't, that's fine. It's a book that I started but haven't finished. I started this in June, I think, but I never finished reading it. It's Ghosted by J.M. Darhauer, and yeah, I just haven't finished this yet. It's basically a romance. It's like a celebrity, like normal girl, I guess, and like he's an actor who plays a superhero, and she's a single mother. And yeah, so basically it's and then the superhero like has like a comic book that she loved when she was a kid, and he ended up playing the superhero. And yeah, and it's kind of similar to this book. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, it's kind of similar to this book. So if you want to read this book, read this book. But if you have read this book, read this book. So yeah, it's like those two books are very similar. But yeah, I just haven't finished this yet. So I'm excited. So far, like they're pretty similar. They have this like the same kind of thing because the guy is like rich, wealthy, I guess, and the girl is a single mother. And but in Final Offer's case, Alana is like it's not actually her kid, it's her sister's kid. And yeah, but she's more a mother than her sister is in the story. So yeah. But yeah, and also both of those books also deal with the topic of addiction. So yeah, that's another similarity too. So yeah, and then that's pretty much it. And then this is another book that I don't know when I'm gonna be reading this one, but I think maybe in October, maybe, because it's not a retelling, but it's more like an inspired story. It's Hooked by Emily McIntyre. It's from the Never After series. I think this is her first book, I think, but because I'm pretty sure there's more. I think there's like 5 out, and I think there's more coming, but I don't know. But it's basically a Peter Pan inspired thing, but it's has to do with James and Wendy and their romance. And yeah, and then I'm pretty sure that Peter is Wendy's dad in this story. And then yeah, so yeah, very excited about this. It's supposed to be a dark romance, so I'm excited to see what this is all about. I've been waiting to read this in the fall because it just looks fall, and like also Peter Pan just screams fall to me. So yeah, and then this next one is one that I feel, oh, I'm so close to the camera, I feel like it is fall, but I'm not sure. So comment if you do think it's fall. It's romantic comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld, and yeah, so it's this book, and I don't really know much about this book, but all I know is that it's kind of like a romance meets rom-com meets SNL type thing. And yeah, but yeah, I'm really excited to read this. But this book, like I don't really like I don't like how this happens, you know, like on the hardbacks. So I just like, that's why I don't really like getting hardbacks. But they only, at the time that I bought this, they only had hardbacks. So yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do, I haven't read it yet because I've been saving it for fall or winter. I'm not sure when I'm gonna read this, but probably in the fall is this book. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. A mention is, I'm not reading this in the fall, but because I've already read it, but if you guys do want to read this book in the fall, it's perfect for it. It's The Bodyguard by Catherine Senner. This is my, like, so far, this is like my favorite book of the year. Nothing has topped it, honestly. I love this. It's a romance between a bodyguard and a celebrity, and the girl is the bodyguard in this story and the guy is the celebrity, and they end up falling in love with each other and stuff like that, and they have like all this stuff happening, and it's a really good book. She also has another book that just came out. I think it's called Hello Stranger, I think, and I do want to read that one, but I just haven't gotten to it because I have so many books that I need to read. But also, like, I just feel like I just need to kind of, what's the word? I just need to focus on the books that I have right now, but also, like, I have like so many other books that I'm just like, I want to buy before I buy those other books that I want to buy. So I know that's confusing, but that's the truth. So yeah, and then this next book is iconic, but also it's like very like, it's not really a book, it's more of a play, but yeah, it's Romeo and Juliet. I got this version, I saw that, I don't know, I think I saw this version of this cover on Pinterest, I think, and I was like, I need to find this because I love the cover. And then I saw another one that I liked, but I was like, I came for this one, so I'm gonna get this one. And I really love it. And yeah, it just like has the play in it. I'm very excited to read the play. I have read it before in class, but never the whole thing. And we also, like, I remember in English class, and like I think it was like freshman or 10th grade, I remember we watched Romeo and Juliet. I don't know which version it was, but I just remember we watched the Romeo and Juliet movie, and it was really good. Okay, so the next one is one that I'm so excited to read this fall. It's like one of my, like, I'm most excited to read this, but I don't want to get my hopes up too much because this is like, because like I feel like when I get my hopes up too much, I just don't end up enjoying it. So yeah, so I don't want to like get my hopes up too much, but I am excited to read this, and it's The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. And it says right here that this author is the author of The Night Circus. I don't know if this is a woman author or a male author, so I don't know. So yeah, but I'm so excited. I'm hoping, because there's a ship here, I'm hoping that it's like pirates or something. Oh, it is a woman author. Okay, I wasn't sure. I don't know, but it's definitely filled with an adventure. It has I think it has a subplot of romance in here, I think, and I'm hoping that there's pirates. I don't know yet. I'll keep you updated if there is pirates in here. And then yeah, I don't really know much about this book, but I saw someone talking about this book, but I also like saw someone like talking about how much they loved this book on TikTok, and I was like, I just have to get this. And I didn't want the one, there's so many versions of this, first of all, and I was like, I don't know which one I want. But when I saw this one, when I saw this cover, and I saw this cover on Pinterest, I was like, ooh, I want this cover. So I was like searching for it, and I saw it, and I was like, I have to get this. So I did. Very excited. I think I'm gonna read this in November, but I don't know. But also, like, I'm probably just gonna read it whenever I feel like, but probably in November. And okay, so the next one is this one, and it is these. I'll start with this one first. It is Stardust by Neil Gaiman, and I'm so excited. It has to do with magic and stars and love, and yeah, so cool. And I love this. And I've seen I've only seen the movie, but I wanted a certain copy of this book, and I saw this and I was like, okay, I'll get it. But like, I was like, why did I do this? Because I wanted that version, and now I'm stuck with this one. I think I'm gonna get rid of it and like get the one that I actually want. So yeah, because like I really do not like this cover. I wanted the one that I wanted. So yeah, but I am gonna read it first, and then I'm gonna give it away and get the copy, the cover that I actually wanted, because I feel like, you know, like if you're gonna buy something and you're gonna keep it for a very long time, I'd rather have the copy that I wanted in the first place. So yeah, that's one thing that I just don't like about kind of like me being super impulsive about like how I buy things, because that just leads to the unhaul that I'm going to do. And don't worry, I'm going to be making a video about it. But yeah, just like, seriously, it's awful. But this one is Alice Adventures in Wonderland, and then Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. Is it Carroll? Yeah, Carroll or Coral, I don't know. Obviously, if you don't know about this book, I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, I'm so excited to read this. I like, believe it or not, like I've never read this book. I've never read this book, and this is literally one of my favorite this is one of my favorite movies growing up. So I don't know how I didn't read this, but we got it, and I really actually I like this cover. I didn't like it at first, but it's growing on me. I do like it now. But yeah, I've seen like so many different like covers and stuff, and this by far is like, it's not the best, but it's definitely up there. I like this book. Like, I like how cute it is and everything. Okay, so this one, the reason why I got this one was because I wanted to read another Frederick Bachman book, and I just did not have, I didn't know what I wanted to read. But when I went to Chicago, I went to a Second in Charles, and I found this book, and I was like, I'm getting it. So yeah, it's Britt Marie Was Here by Frederick Bachman, and this one just had the most interesting story, so by far. The other book that I read by Frederick Bachman was A Man Called Ove, or Ove, I don't know how you pronounce that, but yeah, so I read that and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars actually. So yeah, but yeah, I'm so excited to read this. It looks super interesting. It sounds like it's talking about mental health, but I don't know, and I'm excited to read it. It sounds like a very fall book, so I'm excited to give it a try. Okay, and then this is the last physical book that I'm going to be reading in the fall, or not. I'm not sure if I'm going to read it in the fall, probably winter, but it's very short, but who knows. It's literally the shortest books that I take so many pauses on. But yeah, it's called Letters to a Young Poet by Rainer Maria Rilke, translated by Soren Filipsky. And here it is. It's literally that short. Like, if you can see how skinny this is, like literally, it's so skinny. But yeah, I'm super excited to read this. Because like I write poetry for fun, and I just wanted to kind of read something. I wanted to get like more insight on writing poetry, and I hope that this gives me some advice. Hopefully. Okay, and then I'm going to talk about the books I'm going to read on my Kindle, because those are very different. And then I'll talk about like audiobook that I'm thinking about reading in the fall. Hold on, I'm gonna step away from this side. So the fall books I'm gonna read on my Kindle and audiobook are, I'm going to be reading Anna and the French Kiss on audiobook, because I decided that I wanted to read it on audiobook instead. And then also, another book that I'm reading on my Kindle is Harry Potter and the rest of the Twilight series, and also, but that's gonna be like throughout the whole entire year. But like for fall and winter, I'm going to be reading the Harry Potter series, and I think it's 7 books, and I know that's a lot, but I want to try to at least read 3 of the books in the Harry Potter series throughout the fall and the winter. So yeah, because I know like some of the books are super big, and I don't know why they're super big, but I'm excited. And I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to give this a like, and make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I hope you guys see you in my next video.